Hi, this is Dave, Fellering Guide. Welcome to this week's navigation task. We're in the Scottish Islands on the west coast this week. I want to know what lighthouse this is. I'm going to show you 3 different maps. I want you to work out which lighthouse it is and can you work out where the photograph was taken. So before we look at the maps, let's just have a look. So we're on high ground and we've got this series of lochs or small lochans before the lighthouse, and then out to sea and nothing on the horizon as far as we can see, just sea. So let's have a look at the maps. We're looking at Ordnance Survey 1 to 25,000 maps. So on the first map, can we find the lighthouse? Well, if you know your lighthouse symbols, we're looking for this feature here with the little flashes going off the top. So could we be looking down onto that one? I don't think so, because we've got this great big industrial area here, and also we've got land beyond it. So we'd see this land out there and we'd see buildings. So let's discount that one. What about the second map? Well, we've got our lighthouse here, and we've got loch there and some others up here. So it's more like in the first one, but it doesn't seem to fit. Let's have a look at the third one. Well, here we've got a lighthouse, and then we've got this series of small lochs here. We've got some high ground here. So looks much more likely that we're looking at this map, so the island on the Isle of Scalpay. Let's have a little look in more detail now and see if we can work out where the photo was taken from. Well, if we look and imagine that we're going to walk or fly in a straight line from where the photo was taken to the lighthouse, we'd go right through the centre of this loch here, wouldn't we? We'd get off beat if we were walking in a straight line. So how does that fit with the map? Well, there's the lighthouse. Here are these lochs here, and then we've got these 2 cairns up on this highland here. So we're probably looking from one of these down through the loch and onto the lighthouse. But which one of these 2 cairns is it? Could be either. We need to be quite precise now looking for this. So I've put a couple of arrows on the map. If we were at the more of the southerly of the 2 cairns and went in a straight line to the lighthouse, we'd only just clip this western edge of the loch. Whereas if we were on the more northerly cairn, we'd go through pretty much through the centre of it. So how does that fit? Well, there is the western edge of the loch, which doesn't line up with the lighthouse, whereas the centre, straight through the centre, does. So it's looking more likely that it's the northerly cairn. Another thing we can look at is this little track that goes down between these 2 lochs here. We can see, as we look at it, we can see it comes left and then bends back round to the right, and then off to the left again, and then back to the right. So let's have a look on the map. So we can see it here kinking between the 2 lochs. So if we're on this northerly cairn, there's a little kink to the left and kink to the right, kink back left and kink back right. Here from this southerly cairn, kink left, kink right, but this wouldn't look as pronounced going to the left. We'd be looking more or less straight along that one from there. So again, more northerly cairn. And one more thing to look at, and that's this little sticking out a bit of land into that loch there. If we were to go in a straight line and just clip the very edge of that, we'd be quite close to that lighthouse, just to the left as we look. So a straight line down, just clip that, takes us close to the lighthouse. So again, if I draw those lines on, that's that little jutting out bit that we're looking at. So the red arrow, just clipping it, takes us just close to that lighthouse, whereas from that cairn, just clipping it would be much further over to the left. So the answer was, it was taken from that cairn there, looking out to the lighthouse there. So yeah, I hope you got that one right. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Look out for next week's navigation task. Bye for now.